15 facts about men they rather not share. And there's some facts about teenagers that they would rather not share, not just men. And there's some facts about women. What do you call? I don't know. Is there a certain name for teenagers that are men and women? I don't know. But anyway, let's start this video because it's gonna be like a long video. And this is number 15. There's 15 facts. That's a fact A. Let's start it A.
Men aren't good at expressing their emotions.
Number 15. Men aren't good at expressing their emotions. Me, honestly, I am good at expressing my emotions. Even though I'm not a girl, but I'm good at expressing my emotions. If a girl breaks up with me, I literally do not care. I don't cry, nothing happens. I'm probably mad, but I won't. I can express my emotions. You know?
Women often complain that their partners don't connect with them emotionally, but the problem here is that women mistake verbal expressions of love with the feeling itself. Men feel love, they just show it in a different way. Women tend to talk about their feelings as a way to relieve stress, but men are usually tight-lipped about their emotions, perhaps because of some societal expectations of gender. Plus, talking about feelings just doesn't bring them the same psychological and physiological satisfaction that women get.
Like, say for example, like, your friend got broken up with and he got like psychological like problem and stuff. He would handle it differently than what you would. He over drugs or but me, honestly, I wouldn't. I would just take it like a man.
14. Men have different nightmares than women.
It's free. Don't tell anybody. It's free.
Again, your first bottle is customized and free. If you can get
Men have different nightmares than women? What? No, explain to me. Explain to me how this is true. Yeah, do men have different than women? Women reported more nightmares and their nightmares were more emotionally intense than men. We explored the dream reports by whether they were pleasant or unpleasant by the significantly changed findings. Both men and women were more likely to become the victim of aggressive interaction than unpleasant dreams.
Besides fantastical stuff like monsters or zombies, what often scares everyone in their nightmares is death, health issues, and personal threats. But scientists from the University of Montreal conducted a study of more than 10,000 accounts of dreams and established that there are some differences between what men and women most see in their nightmares. Men are horrified in their nightmares because of large-scale disasters, floods, earthquakes, and wars. At the same time, interpersonal conflicts occur in women's nightmares twice as often as
I don't know something about you pussy man out there, bro. But my dreams are not a girl though. Honestly. No. But anyway. My dreams, when I have nightmares, like I lucid dream sometimes, but it don't scare me. There's not a lot of things that can scare me. I've been watching like scary movies ever since I was like 7, probably. 7 years old. And nothing scares me that easy, come on.
in men's. 13. Men bend over to pick something up. Alright, we'll take a break from the heavy psychological.
Of course men bend over to pick something up. Everyone does. What are y'all trying to get at? Some gay homo shit? So when men pick something up, it don't hurt their back as much as women's. What I think that's what they're trying to get at.
Logical stuff for a moment. Have you ever noticed that men pick something up by bending over it while women squat? Of course, not everyone does it this way, but this is typical behavior for most people. Maybe it's because women wear comfortable or restrictive clothing more often than their male counterparts, so they have to squat in order to not flash everybody their underwear, whereas men have unlimited range of motion. Or maybe women just
For real, because if a woman's wearing a skirt and she bends over, bro, they will all see her coochie. Unlike us men, for the little kids out there, but unlike us men, we could do anything. We could squat anything. I can imagine. That's why you're supposed to wear underwear with a dress. Some women don't. What?
don't want any dudes nearby checking out their butt. So does that mean guys bending over want the ladies to check out theirs? Ooh la la. 12. Men like women with a healthy weight. After some research on the topic, scientists at the University of Granada found that
women with a healthy weight, that I do believe, because not trying to be rude over anything though, but fat women, it just won't work, bro. Like me, for example, I don't want a big woman. I want a woman that is an athlete, you know. Like, she isn't fat. She's probably a track star. I don't know, but she has to be an athlete. She has to do the stuff I do, you know.
men prefer women who look healthy. We're not talking about coughs or runny noses here, but a healthy looking weight. As much as a lot of women dream of and strive to get that model thin appearance, men actually prefer women with some healthy curves, not stick thin and light as a feather.
Not stick thin and light as a feather. And you know that's a letter. Feather deader. What is he doing, Miller? Yeah, but my friend likes girls light as a feather. And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
11. Standing with their thumbs in their belt is a way to attract a woman's attention. When a man wants to attract a certain woman's attention, he instinctively takes a pose that demonstrates confidence, bravery, and strength. This pose usually consists of standing with their thumbs hooked on their belt buckle. A prehistoric
For real though, like that's true. That's so true. Yeah. But me, why would I need to do that? Wait a minute. Am I a superhero? Hell no. So why would I need to do that?
ancestors had a similar approach, minus the pants and belt buckles. Males trying to win a female would just point to their crotch. Nowadays, such a gesture would be indecent, but the idea is still hardwired in us. When a guy holds his thumb on his belt, his hands do point to his crotch. 10. Men prefer compliments from other men. You would think that men care more about compliments from the opposite sex, but in fact, they're more pleased with compliments from other men.
Like, for example, yo, what's up, bro? Hey, man, you looking real fine today, bro. Like, it ain't nothing gay, though. It's just like, hey, bro, are you looking fine, my man? Like, it's just compliments. It's just like women say, oh, you looking pretty today, babe. Like, why can't men say it? You know? Like, you women out here. Ooh! Anyway.
Linguists at Binghamton University found that people openly accept and give thanks for compliments only 30% of the time. The other times, they tend to humbly deflect or disagree with the person giving the compliment. The study also found that both women and men are more likely to accept and feel good after getting a compliment from a man than from a woman.
Because men, as a one, when they give you compliments, they give you confidence. I think. Like if a woman gives you a compliment, it can't tell if it's true or not. You know. Cause every time a girl call me cute or something, I just say, thank you, I guess. Like, it's not true sometimes, you know?
9. Men choose friends based on common interests. Psychological research on friendship among women and men concluded that friendship between men is mainly based on common interests. They like to play football, golf, tennis, or poker with their buddies, or to simply watch a game on TV together. Female friendship is mostly based on emotions.
That is so true. That's how I met my friend Kevin, bro. Like, bro. Hater rap, but he does rap, but my common interest isn't rap. It's just we became very good friends. I don't know why, but he inspired me to do a YouTube channel, you know? So I guess that was a kind of a common interest. And plus we had the same personality. That's a common interest.
And support. Women choose friends who connect with them on an emotional level. 8. Men are just as good caretakers as women. It's a common misconception that women are more suitable for taking care of other people, but you might be surprised to know that before the beginning of the 20th century, there used to be way more male than female nurses in most countries of the world.
That is crazy. So there were more female than male nurses? As history would have it, men were the first nurses. Oh yeah, because women didn't have rights like men did, right? Men were known to be caregivers as far back as ancient Rome. They tended to the sick and dying when the plague swept through Alexandria, and they nursed the injured during the Crusades of Europe. Wow.
The world, and they were perfectly good at their job. But the situation nowadays has flip-flopped. Only 4.5% of US nurses are men. As far as students in the field of nursing, only 13% are males. 7. Men eat twice as much around women. It might seem strange or kind of pointless.
Now this, to be honest, I'm a man, but I don't eat that much. I guess because certain men try to like prove to other women that they're strong and they'll eat anything, I guess. I don't know. I don't know about that logic here.
Pointless, but it's a fact. Men eat more when they dine with a woman. According to researchers at Cornell University, men eat 93% bigger portions of pizza and 86% more salad than they would in the company of other men. Scientists believe that they do this in order to impress women. It might seem silly, but these are, once again, instinctual leftovers from our ancient ancestors.
Yes, the impression of women. You know? Because without women, we would not... What am I saying here? Without women, we would not get impressed. I mean, be impressed. Be impressive. Yeah.
6. Men have bigger brains. An adult male brain is literally bigger than that of a woman, approximately 10% larger. But calm down, fellas, that says nothing about any intellectual differences between the two genders.
This is so true. Men does have bigger brains than women, because women overthink too much. They say, "Oh, you don't love me. Oh, I'm gonna just go to sleep. You don't love me." I mean, like men, they just like, "Damn, she don't love me. She don't love me, bro." I want to say that's smarter, but they're not. They have the same brain.
Men are just typically built bigger and have more muscle mass than women. That's why their brain needs more neurons. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to control the body. Scientists have also found that the brain works differently in the two genders. Men use just one side of the brain at a time when they're focused on a task. They devote all their concentration and attention to this task. Women, on the other hand, are more prone to multitasking as they use both sides of the brain simultaneously.
What? I need to watch a thing about women though. No, that's for women to watch. Why is this 15 facts about men they rather not share? This stuff isn't even that bad. So why wouldn't you want to share this with anyone? I'm so confused. That's making me so confused right now.
5. Men prefer looser fitting clothes with age.
Number 5. Men prefer looser fitting clothes with age. Probably. I guess. Because us men got dicks, you know? And like, we can't be having them tight. We can't be wearing them tight pants and stuff because, you know, you got outdoor plumbing, I guess, and women got indoor plumbing. What my dad said. What my dad told me.
The clothes we wear affect the way we feel and how others perceive us. That's why a man in a nice tailored suit feels more confident at a business meeting. Yet preferences in clothes change with age. For example, many young guys wear tight pants or shorts even if they're not so comfortable. With age, the desire to be fashionable is replaced by the desire to be comfortable. Therefore, men often switch to a looser cut of pants or shorts as they get older.
See, I wear these baggy pants, bro. I don't care. I don't care about my style, to be honest. Cause ain't nobody tell me nothing. I'm gonna dress how I want to dress. If they don't like it, they get out my face. Hey, you should've brought Nate, man. I see that video.
4. A man's lifestyle largely depends on his
A man's lifestyle largely depends on his IQ. That is certainly right. Because you just can't. A man, if he wants to commit suicide, his IQ is dumb. So men gotta stay healthy, not just physically, but mentally. You know? Reading books, doing all this stuff. Oh, fucking dumb. Anyway.
his IQ. In a study of nearly 50,000 men born between 1949 and 1951, researchers from the Karolinska Institute in Stockholm found that a man's IQ level often influences his way of life, particularly whether or not he abuses alcohol. According to them, men with a lower IQ often drink too much. However, they also outlined that this could be caused not only by a lower IQ.
Wait a minute, how do 50,000 men born between 1949 and 1951 have a lower IQ because they drank more beer than women? What? That's crazy though.
As the men who abused alcohol also often had emotional problems. Nevertheless, scientists believe that a higher level of intelligence leads to a healthier and more responsible lifestyle. 3. Men lie twice as often as women.
Now this I believe, because I do not lie that much, but some men out there lie a lot. What? They lie a lot, and they lie more than women. That I do not believe.
The average man lies to his colleagues, boss, or partner 6 times a day, while women only do it about 3 times a day. This conclusion was reached after a 2009 survey carried out by the 20th Century Fox before the release of the TV series Lie to Me. It turned out that men lie twice as often as women, and the most common untruthful phrase was, "It's okay, I'm fine." There's something kind of sad about that, don't you think?
Yes, that phrase, "it's okay, I'm fine." I say that sometimes. Sometimes we all us men say that. You gotta be honest. You just can't lie, you know? You lying men out there. You lying men.
2. Men walk slower next to their crush. It might seem hard to believe, but scientists have proven the fact that a person's walking speed depends on who they're walking with. So
How does men walk slower beside their crush? That, I believe. But, what? Ouch. You almost see my identity. I'm playing. Anyway, why would you walk slow to your crush? Why wouldn't you just run away? Huh?
So a man moves 7% more slowly when he's walking next to a woman he's interested in. If a man's going somewhere together with a male friend, they both move at a speed that's faster than their normal pace. As for two women walking together, this pace is the slowest.
So 2 women walking together is the slowest pace you can get? That's a lie because, hey, the man selling this, so he's lying. Too much lying, bro. Too much lying will get you nowhere.
1. Men spend a year of their lifetime staring at women.
Men spend a year of their lifetime staring at women. Staring women. What? No, this, huh? What? How is it true? Oh, because men go on porn sites, I guess. I don't know.
A man spends about 43 minutes a day looking at 10 different women. This amounts to 259 hours, or about 11 days each year. So between the ages of 18 and 50, a man will spend 11 months and 11 days admiring the ladies. Women, however, look at men for only 20 minutes a day. Between the ages of 18 and 50, they spend just 6 months checking out dudes. These figures were reached by employees at Kodak Lens Vision Centers, who held a survey.
Wow, that is amazing. Because women spend less time staring at men than what men stares at women. But we only spend a year of our lifetime. Them freaking pedophile people out there spend 200 hours a day, probably. Wait, a day? There's only 24 hours a day. Probably 100 hours a week, probably. Which? Two, 4, 6. Huh? Is there even 100 hours in a week? I don't know.
Among 3,000 people. They also found out that the most common places to check out the opposite sex are supermarkets, pubs, and nightclubs. Which fact about men have you found the most surprising? Tell us in the comments below. Share this video with your friends and remember to hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel and stay on the bright side.
Yeah, subscribe to their channel. And remember to stay on the bright side and don't listen to anyone else to say. Just be you, and that's okay. Anyway, Nate the Great out.